Welcome back. Too much going on in your head, in your life, on your shelves? You need to declutter, and here to show you how, motivational astrologer GiGi Sosnoski. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
This is a bit strange. We're linking astrology with clutter.
Well, the theme for March is clear your clutter. And your clutter can certainly be in your relationships, what surrounds you, in your family, in your home, with your work. So getting that organized, getting that sorted is a real high priority for the month of March. We're coming into a very strong time with Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, and of course the equinox. So I'm here a little bit early just to let you know, heads up for March. It's going to be intense.
So what do Mercury and Mars tell you? What do they signify?
Well, we're coming into a Mercury retrograde period, and for those in the know, it basically signifies a time where communications can be a bit wobbly, where we do have to be very careful of all the details in our lives, where we have to double check, reconfirm, review, readdress the issues of our lives in our work, in our relationship, and in our day-to-day activities. You'll find that there are more perhaps mechanical breakdowns, more miscommunications, things like that, so we have to be on top of that. Mars retrograde also for the month of March really is about our energies perhaps not really moving forward as we would like, and so we do have to perhaps take it a little slowly, be a little more careful and a little more critical in the details. And of course, we come into the fall equinox, and that's a wonderful time on the 20th where we start a whole new season and a whole new vibration.
We've got some full moons as well. Can you let me know, because I don't sleep through the full moon? It's on the 8th, I think.
That's the 8th, yes. The 8th, the full moon on the 8th in Virgo is going to be an emotional time for anyone who has perhaps full moon issues. But certainly it is a time where we need to be a little more careful when it comes to being too critical of ourselves, of our situations, a little too analytical. It's a wonderful time to get organized. It's a wonderful time to start, getting our plans in place and start, to take care of all of those details. But it is going to be a very emotional time. Likewise, the new moon on the 23rd, that's going to be in Aries, and that's a great time where we're going to feel this boost of energy. But again, caution, take things carefully, one step at a time, because this is, again, that whole month of clearing the clutter, getting things organized, because your stuff and what surrounds you is a big reflection of who you are. And so that's very important to take into consideration in March.
Give me an example, though, of clutter in a relationship. I mean, what do you mean by that?
Well, are you a giver or a taker? If you are finding a significant other or a friend is continually bombarding you with lots of drama and problems and issues and distractions, you perhaps need to rethink that relationship, because clutter is not just about stuff all around you. It can be the people in your life as well. And certainly when it comes to business, when it comes to personal relationships, finding people who are perhaps a little more positive, a little more harmonious, and who contribute to you is very important this month.
Right, okay. Well, work and finances then, how does that work?
A great month to get your priorities sorted. A great month to get on a practical timetable. A great month for reviewing, readdressing, and reformulating perhaps your timeline, getting things in a better order for your productivity on a day-to-day basis, and dealing with those perhaps in a more detail-oriented and productive way.
So if you're a bit of a hoarder as well, you've got clutter everywhere.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Now's the time to really have a good look at the things that surround you and how they represent you. Look at it. See if it, really reflects who you are, if it brings to mind a beautiful memory, if it shares, something that's valuable in your life. If not, it's time to go. It's time to declutter. It's time to give away. It's time to donate. And it's also, a time to really take stock, take inventory of what you have in your life and how that, really reflects on who you are, your productivity and your prosperity.
Could be a good month to go to the op shop then, if everyone's throwing stuff out, they're all clearing up.
Absolutely.
What was I going to say? So we're trying to clear things up. If I am a hoarder and if I have lots of things and I find it difficult to let go of it, what does that say about me as a person? Does that mean I'm disorganized, that I'm jumbled, that I'm full of junk?
Well, no, not at all, no. No, it just means perhaps there's a little bit of a fear factor in there. Because when we accumulate, when we hoard, when we clutter our lives, there is a little bit of a fear issue going on. you know, the fear of loss, the fear of not having enough. So you have to also perhaps look at why you are needing to accumulate, why you're needing more. The whole concept of more is always very attractive. Ooh, I want that shiny bit, you know. But, you know, we really have to be aware of why we are wanting to have more in our lives and if it really is helpful.
So is this about conspicuous consumption as well then? You know, keeping up with the Joneses, getting another plasma, all that sort of stuff, yeah?
Yes.
Don't do that.
Don't do that,
this month.
especially not this month. With Mercury retrograde, you do not want to do anything of a major significance in your life for the month of March when it comes to major purchases, when it comes to major agreements, major issues. This is the month to review, redress, and refocus, and then implement in April. You don't want to do anything of a major situation this month in March.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, GiGi. That was great.
Thank you.
Lovely. Okay.